Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. In this video, we are going to learn how to add two long integers using linked lists in C. This video is presented by the students of SAPTHAGIRI NPS University, School of Computer Science and Technology, Bengaluru. This is presented by Nireeksha AP, NIMITH O, NITYA NAGRAJ and NISHMITHA POOJARI. So in the first part of the video, we will know what a linked list is. Linked list is a collection of data elements stored in such a manner that each element points at the next element in the list. The elements of a linked list are also referred as nodes. Each node has two parts. One is the information part and the next part in which the pointer is pointed, which is the address field. The information part contains the data element while the next part contains the address of the next node. The next part of the last node of the list contains a null value indicating the end of the list. The beginning of the list is indicated with the help of a special pointer called first. Similarly, the end of the list is indicated by a pointer called last. So, first, the basic thing, there will be two nodes. This is the information node and this is the next node. The next node will always be null and it will be pointing towards the address of another node. This value, let us assume there is a number 2 and here the number 3. So this node will be addressing the number 3. This is the first part. So the next part is representation of the linked list. Unlike arrays, the nodes of a linked list need not occupy contiguous locations in the memory. So in arrays, the memory is allocated in a continuous way. But in the linked list, it is not in that manner. Here, they can be stored at discrete memory locations, logically connected with each other through node next. So in the below figure, it depicts the representation. So this is the first node and this is the last node. Information field and the next field which is pointing towards the address of the next field. This is one node and this is the data element and this is the pointer, this is the data element. And this is null. So always the last node's next field will point to null. It will be always null.
Now let us move on to the problem statement. Here the given problem is write a program to add two long integers using linked list. Here long integers are those integers that exceeds the range of integer type. For example, we have taken the two integer. These two integers are example for the long integers. Now let us move on to the algorithm. In step 1, this algorithm is to add two large numbers represented as strings, that is digit by digit, using the linked list to handle each digit individually. This is useful when the data numbers are too large for the standard data types. Here are the step-by-step explanation. In step 1, read both numbers as input, that is character by character. Since each digit needs to be processed individually, you cannot read large numbers as a whole integer if it is too long. In step 2, create a linked list for both numbers. Each node stores one digit. For example, if we take the numbers as 1, 2 and 3, in the linked list it will be stored individually, that is 1, 2 and 3. In the step 3, reverse both linked lists so that we can write or start adding from the least significant digit. This allows us to start addition from the least significant digit, right? That is rightmost digit, just like we do in the manual addition. Now, as we taken as 1, 2 and 3, this becomes 3, 2 and 1. In step 4, they have given that add digits from both lists one by one. Start from the head of the reverse list, that is least significant digit. Step 5, if the sum of the digit is greater than 9, carry over the extra value to the next digit. For example, if the sum of the given digits is still 9, we will write it up as usual. If it is greater than 9, for example, 7 plus 8 is nothing but 15. In this case, we will write 5 and we will take 1 as carry. Step 6. Step 6 says that if one list is shorter, continue adding the remaining digits of the longer list with the carry, that is treating missing digits as 0. In step 7, if there is a carry left after adding all digits, create a new node for it. That is, for example, if the final carry is 1, then append it to the result or add it to the result. In step 8 they says that reverse the result list to show the final sum in correct order because the addition was done from the least significant digit. The result is reversed. Step 9, print the final sum. This gives the complete sum of two large numbers. Now I will give an example. For example, we will take number 1 as 1, 2, 3 and 4 and number 2 as 5, 6 and 7. As after we follow from step 1 to step 3, the number 1 or list 1 becomes 4, 3, 2 and 1 and list 2 becomes 7, 6, 5. After adding a step by step addition, first we will add 4 plus 7, that we will get 11. In this case we will write 1 and another one will be carried, and next we will go for 3 plus 6 plus 1, that is nothing but 10. We will write 0 and 1 will be carried. In the same way 2 plus 5 plus 1 and we will get 8. We will write up the 8 and 1 plus 0 is nothing but 1 and we will write 1. After this we will write the result, that is before reversing we will get the result before reversing we will get 1, 8, 0 and 1. After reversing we will get 1, 0, 8 and 1. So the final sum is nothing but 1801.
As we move on to the code, we have to include two main header files, stdio.h, which is the standard input-output header file. A function included printf and getChar, and stdlib.h. It's free and malloc to allocate a memory. Then we define a structure of a node. We create a structure naming type def struct node. Int digit stores the single digit. Structure node star next points to the next node. We are creating the function for the new node, namely create node. To allocate a memory, we use malloc, that is called dynamic memory allocation. New node digit sets to the digit. For example, as user enters 9, information field stores digit 9 and sets the pointer to null. Now as we created node, we are creating the function called read number to read the input from the user and store it in reverse order with the significant first digit. We initialize character ch. Node star head is equals to null. We are initializing the head pointer to null. For example, when user enters 203, initial field will be head, which is set to null. Then in while loop, will read characters from the user until the user presses the enter. Then it goes to if and will check the condition if the character is less than or equals to 0 to 9. 0 to 9. It takes the input from 0 to 9. Here we have used two ampersand symbols. Only when the two conditions are satisfied, then only if loop will be executed. So we need to convert the character type to integer type using ch/0. The new node of the next is equals to head, which insert at the beginning to reverse the number. First we have initialized head to null. Now we are entering the number 2, which will be stored here. The node consisting element 2 is head. This is the new node. Then when we enter the next number, this will change to head and this will change to new node. Next we will return the head.
Add two numbers using linked list in C. This is our main function. It takes two numbers as input, num1 and num2, but not as a regular integer. Each number is given as a linked list. Here we set up three things: result, tail and carry. Result will be the head of our final answer. Tail helps us to attach new digit to the end. Carry is to handle situations like 7 plus 5, which is 12. There will be a carry. This loop run as long as there is something to add, either a digit from num1 or num2 or any carry left over. Inside the loop, We start by setting num equal to the carry. This is important if the previous digit had carry. If here the num1 still has a digit left over, we add that digit and sum and move on to the next digit. Same for the num2, if there is a digit available, we add that to the next and move on forward. Here we handle carry and new nodes. Now we handle carry. If the sum is 15, we store 15 in the node and carry 1 forward. This line split the sum into the digit and the carry. If this is the first digit, we set up the result and the tail. Otherwise, we add the new node at the end using the tail and then move on to the forward. If result is empty, so we set both result and tail to the next node. Otherwise, we add the new node at the end using the tail next. Move the tail pointer to the point, so the new and the last node, each new digit is added and will be connected to the last one. Finally, after all the digits and the carry are proceeded, we return the result list which holds the sum of the two numbers. So for example, here we are using 3, 4, 2 and 4, 6, 5 in a reverse order. So the answer will be 8, 0, 7.
So far, what we have done is define the structure, create a node, read a number from the user, reverse it, and add the numbers. And now we will be doing the printing of the numbers. So, as when we were getting the user input, we had taken it in the reverse order. So now we have to print the number in the correct order, which is the most significant digit will be the first. Back then it was the least significant, now it is the most significant. So we will call a function void print number to print the number, and head is the name. So if head is equals to null, see there will be notes like this. Let's consider this way, as we will be like storing the numbers in this manner. Let's assume this will be head, this one to be head, and if this is null, it will return. That means that there is no elements in the linked list, so it will return. Else print number head of next. So now if it is not null, first it will print this number, and then next this number, this number. So even here the printf is used to print this number. Now as in addition, where they will, if we want to add 1 2 3 plus 4 5 6 in linked list, while reading the number it will be taken as 3 2 1 6 5 4 and will be added from this side, which is 9 7 and 5. So here it will be printed as 5 7 9. Next we have to free the memory. For that we use free list using the same variable name. So while head, when the head is pointed towards a node, node temp is equals to head, we will declare another name temp. So in that temp we will be storing this head. So now temp is equals to head, and the next head is equals to head to next. So now it is in the temp. Next it will show head of the next node. Let me show you it in a proper way. Okay, so now there is this 3 nodes. This is for free node. So here it is the head. Now we will take a temp. This will be stored in temp, and next it will move here. Now then later free the temp. This temp which is stored will be gone, and now again we'll take this as head. Now store this in temp and then free. The same thing will be repeated until all the elements have been freed. So then this is the last part, int main. Here we are calling all the functions. First one, printf enter the first long digit integer. So node number 1, we are storing the read number function in node number 1. So what would we do in the read function? Let's have a recap. Yeah, in the while loop we got to enter the elements until we press enter. If the characters between 0 9, consider it and then convert it to integer from the character and then insert at the beginning. We did that. So it will be called and that function will take place. The same goes with the read number for entering the second number, and then comes the adding of the numbers. Node result add numbers num1 and num2. So that function will be called here. And then print sum. These three are used to print the result. So we will get the sum. And then free list. So I just talked about this one, right? Free all memory used by the linked list. So this free list we used here to release all of the result and the result will be returned. Thank you for watching the video.